tensurax sakai psycho no ansatsusha, isekai kizoku ni tensai suru by Hutao. Chapter 3 Lu Pav. All of the students crowded around a board where the written exam results were posted. Huh? Lord Lu, they posted 2 pages for the written test results. Tart cocked her head to one side. The servants' results are posted separately, I explained. Because servants were placed in the same class as their masters and didn't count toward the class's registry, their scores were only recorded for reference. For that reason, their results were also posted on a different list. Yes, I did it. I ranked number 1 among the servants. I'm so relieved I didn't bring shame to Lord Lu. 6th is written next to my name. What does that mean? That means you did 6th best among all students. That's a rank to be proud of. You would be in a good position to make it into Class S even if you weren't a servant. That's really impressive, Tart. Don't think I'm going to lose to you. Though, I can't see the results at all through this crowd. Dia said with a sad tone. Ciel, can you go up front to see the results? Said Rimuru. Sorry Rimuru, I can't. No, it's all good. How about this? Rimuru said. Here, Dia, hop on my shoulders. I said, wah. I picked Dia up and sat her on my shoulders. As I did, she made a cute little squeal that was quite unusual for her. Thanks, but this is a little embarrassing. Also, I'm your older sister. Don't treat me like a child. Right now, you're my little sister, so it's okay. Can you see the results? Yeah, I can see them. Let's see. You're number 1, Lu. Wait, no way. There are 3 people in first place. That pretentious boy from earlier is tied with you and Rimuru. I see, so Naoi's isn't all talk. I thought, I'm number 3. I'm disappointed. I really wanted to be number 1 and Ciel is 2nd. That's still an exceptional score, Dia. The practical portion tests magic and physical prowess. You'll get a very high score on the magic section, and your physical capabilities aren't bad, either. You're sure to make it to Class S. No one's going to beat me at magic. You're the one person I'd be slightly worried about, Dia admitted. No, you're better than me at magic, I replied. And I don't know about Rimuru and Ciel though, I said, sweat drop looking at Rimuru. Oh me, I'm really good at magic, but Ciel is just a class of her own. When it comes to magic I am only good with combat, Rimuru replied. Well, anyway, where did the hero place? You can probably see from up there, I asked. I don't know the hero's name, so I don't know, Dia answered. It's Epona. Epona Rhiannon. Let's see, Epona, I can't find him at all. There he is. He's 8th from the bottom. Wah, I guess the hero is bad at studying, Rimuru said with shock. Thanks, that's all I wanted to know, I said. Dia backed down. Such a grade was typical of a normal Baron's child. It hadn't been that long since he became the hero, and I'm sure he wasn't given the best education. I thought the hero would be an amazing person, but it doesn't look like he is, said Dia. I wonder what his life has been like. You can't get by on off the charts power alone, I responded. That's exactly what the academy is for. My lord. I feel like everyone's really been staring at us. That's to be expected with the grades we got. I don't mind everyone starting at me, replied Rimuru. We'd become an object of attention for many girls from renowned noble families. There was nothing unusual about Naoi's, the son of a duke, achieving the top rank, but it was strange for the lowly son of a baron to accomplish the same feat, and a commoner too. Several people seemed vexed by it. Some clearly didn't care, however. I thought I was going to run away with this, but to think I might have an equal. You're just as brilliant as I thought you would be, and I never expected Rimuru to be on par with me. Guess I underestimated you, said with an apologetic tone. Now I will show you what I am made of on the next exam, Rimuru replied with fire on his eyes. Let's all do our best in the second half, I said. Of course. My goal is to become head of the class, and I won't lose. I'm saying this just in case, but don't even think about letting me win just because I'm the son of a duke. Being head of the class would hold no meaning if it was handed to me, Naoi's replied. Yeah, I wasn't planning on holding back anyways, even if you're a duke's son, replied Rimuru with a grin. Got it. I won't hold back ether. That wasn't entirely a lie. I planned to limit my power to a level that was okay to show, but that was the extent of my self-imposed restraint. The bell announcing the end of our break rang, and the professor returned and proclaimed the start of the second half of the test. Loop of the practical exam was now halfway over. The first half had been a test of our magic abilities. To begin, we declared our strongest element, and then we were graded on our ability to chant and perform 3 predetermined spells. We were graded on our mana output volume, amount of mana maintained during elemental conversion, incantation speed, and our spell's accuracy. I performed my incantations while repressing my power down to the high end of what a typical mage would have been capable of. I ended up placing third, and as for Rimuru, he's tied with Dia on second. As I said, no one can beat me when it comes to magic, but I am tied with Rimuru, and to top it all off, Ciel is on first. Guess Ciel in whole different LVL than I am, said Dia. Yep, you got that right. I only use my original skill Hell Flare. But Ciel just won't show any mercy when it comes to her magic, said Rimuru. Yes, even if you're my master, I won't hold back. Magic is my strong suit after all, replied Ciel with confidence. Yeah, it's okay that you didn't hold back, but you could have used a spell with less damage at least. She just used nuclear cannon, the same skill Raisin used, but it's just too much, Rimuru replied. I knew you would top the chart, Lady Dia. The beauty of your incantations entranced me, but Ciel-san is just a monster of her own, Tart praised. No matter how many times I see you do it, I still don't understand how you pull off elemental conversion while losing so little mana, I said. Mana had to be converted into magic. Conversion was an essential skill. And despite the aggravating amount of time I'd spent trying to get better at it, I just couldn't surpass Dia, I said. The standard mana retention for a typical mage was about 60 to 70%, but I could get to a little under 90. Dia, however, always achieved 95%, and Ciel is the only person who got 100 care of. Now I am curious of what Rimuru and Ciel is capable of. Maybe we'll just see on the next exam. I only placed 6th, Lord Lu has taught me so much, I should have done better, Tart bemoaned, her shoulders drooping. Tart achieved such a good grade because I'd been teaching her more. Specifically, I'd been using my Tuatha De eyes to observe her mana and identify points where she needed to improve, because I could see mana. Something a regular person could only feel. I was able to instruct and give corrections at an extremely efficient rate. The combination of Tart's hard work and my special training had allowed her to become as skilled as she was. You did well. The only people ranked above you are veritable monsters. When it comes to mana, the people who placed above Tart were me, Dia, Rimuru, Neoise, the hero Epona, and Ciel. Watching Neoise's incantations confirmed how hard of a worker he was. He possessed a keen sense for magic, and there was no doubt he had an elite teacher. But he couldn't have achieved all he had without blood, sweat, and tears. On the other hand, it was preposterous that Epona ended up ranking as high as he did. His elemental conversion was terrible. He only retained 50% of his mana at best, which was lower than average. His incantations were also slow, and his accuracy was lacking. However, his mana output was absurdly high, and with that alone, his overall grade passed Tart's. Dia and I both watched his test in astonishment. Dia, I can't believe what I just saw. How did a basic spell like Fireball end up turning into that? Yeah, I don't want to believe it, either. He achieved that level of force. Despite how clumsy and unskilled his casting was, what would have happened if his incantation was decent? As the name suggested, Fireball was a spell that produced a fist-sized ball of flame. The ball drifted softly through the air and was hot enough to burn skin. That didn't quite describe the hero's fireball, though. The hero's spell was so scorching hot that it looked like a compressed sun. It instantly surpassed the speed of sound and turned everything in its path to ash before disappearing off into the distance. It ended up blasting a hole through the bulwark that served to repel invasions. It was a miracle there were no casualties. His fireball is the same LVL with my Hellfire, but the only difference is that mine was smaller. Now I am really etchin' for a one-on-one battle with him, replied Rimuru with star on his eyes. Just the thought of fighting him made me shudder. At the moment, his slow incantations and poor accuracy made his spells unusable in battle. If the Academy's teachings brought him to even an average skill level, he could quickly become too much for me to handle. Well, good luck with that, Rimuru, just make sure that you won't die. I said, nah, it will be fine, just wait and see, to be continued.